This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hi there, I'm Ray Collins. Haley is on assignment tonight. Charges are possible after a popular local chiropractor was killed this week by a suspected drunk driver, and now friends are raising money for his widow and their 3 children. Rocky Aker was a husband, a father, and a successful chiropractor in Gulfgate.
I knew him for 20 years. He never came to work one day without a smile.
Patrick Dower was Rocky's business partner and best friend.
We were brothers. We know everything about each other. There's nobody I love more dearly.
Patrick lost that friend earlier this week. Rocky was driving west on State Road 70 to meet his wife and 3 kids for a movie when the Florida Highway Patrol says he was rear-ended into the intersection at Braden Run and then hit by a pickup truck. The others survived. Rocky Aker did not. FHP says alcohol was a factor and charges are pending against the driver who hit Rocky. The incident has drawn a large and emotional reaction on social media, and friends established an Akers Family Fund, which already has raised over $3,000. Patrick says he's not surprised at the reaction.
He was the greatest friend, brother, husband, cousin. He was just the best chiropractor, the best caring person you'd ever want to meet.
For details of the Randy Akers Family Fund, visit our website at mysuncoast.com. If you have a pesky mosquito problem near your home or office, Sarasota County may have a solution for you now. The county is giving away free mosquito fish. They can eat the mosquito larvae. The county breeds and raises the native fish. People in the community can come pick up and release them as well in the man-made water. Also, pools, ditches, ponds. The fish will eat the mosquito larvae and help ease the bug problem.
Very fast, so if you put a dozen of them, 2 dozen in a very small water body, they'll, as long as there's water, they'll live in it, they'll keep having babies, and they'll sustain a population that'll eat mosquito larvae forever.
To pick up the mosquito fish, it's best to call the Sarasota County first. They can help get them ready for you. Let's get the first forecast now from our chief meteorologist, Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Well, usually mosquitoes pretty dormant this time of year due to the cold weather, but it's been warm in spring-like temperatures for the past few days now. Highs today were into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees. Still warm at this hour, 61. The dew point temperature is at 59 right now under fair skies. Winds are calm and the pressure 30-14. With the clear skies, light wind and the temperature and dew point getting close to one another, fog is going to be a concern, especially to the north of us. This little system here to the west should not have a big impact on our weather. It has brought us some high clouds around. You can see visibilities now near Punta Gorda, a little bit further inland away from the water there at 4 miles. We have good visibility in Sarasota and Venice right now, but that may change right before sunrise, and there's not any advisories at this point, but we'll keep an eye on that because the wind and fog forecast calling for light winds and that fog to get a little thicker in places tomorrow morning to start things off, so keep that in mind for your morning commute. And as far as the forecast goes, no real threat of any significant rainfall in our mix, at least not over the next couple of days. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few minutes, Ray.
All right, talk to you soon, Bob. The man accused of killing an Orlando police officer spent the day in the hospital receiving treatment. People came to the medical center to yell murderer as Markeith Lloyd was taken back to jail. An affidavit filed today shows that prosecutors want to make sure the 41-year-old remains in custody. Lloyd was arrested last night after a week-long manhunt. He's accused in the death of Lieutenant Deborah Clayton outside a Walmart store last week and in the death of his ex-girlfriend last month. Lloyd was found in an abandoned house. The widow of the Orlando nightclub gunman has pleaded not guilty to charges that she aided and abetted her husband's support of the Islamic State group and hindered the investigation of the attack. Noor Salman entered the plea in Oakland today, 2 days after she was arrested at her home in San Francisco. Prosecutors claim that Salman knew her husband Omar Mateen planned to attack the Pulse nightclub, a gay bar where 49 were killed and 50 others were injured. She'll be back in court on February 1st to argue her release pending trial on the charges that could result in a life sentence if convicted. An update now in the case against a man accused of killing a flamingo at Busch Gardens. Doctors say they'll evaluate Joseph Carrero's mental competency. Police charged the Orlando man with aggravated animal cruelty. He was at the theme park with his family last summer when he reached into an animal pen, grabbed the bird, and slammed it to the ground. She was later euthanized. There's a new program on the Suncoast that's helping veterans. As our Bo Beth Yates tells us, it uses parrots as therapy animals.
We've all heard of service animals, but now Birds of Paradise is taking the idea to another level, and they're using parrots like these to help heal vets.
While I'm not sure what the bird just said, I do know one thing. Their presence is making some veterans really happy.
When I returned home from Afghanistan, I couldn't go anywhere.
War combat vet Greg Para says he had severe PTSD. The post-traumatic stress disorder left him with nightmares and unable to deal with some everyday challenges. But after bonding with a parrot, he says things gradually got easier.
I worked with the birds for about 6 months, and I found that so healing, as opposed to all the medicines that they wanted to put me on, that I knew I was on to something.
Para's success blossomed into a PTSD program now being offered at Birds of Paradise Sanctuary and Rescue in Lakewood Ranch.
We use the parrots who have undergone trauma. When we get them, they're pretty traumatized. In a sense, you could say they have PTSD. What happens is we'll get the veterans out here, they'll start out helping us and working around the parrots, but eventually they'll either get attached to a parrot or more than likely one of the parrots will start calling out to them.
Through that process, both the parrot and the veteran begin to heal. For the vet, the service is coupled with counseling. Sanctuary founder Debbie Huckabee says the transformation for both the veteran and the parrot is amazing to watch.
You can just see their faces light up when they show up on site and see the parrots and start talking to the parrots, and it changes their demeanor. I think it's the perfect scenario for Sanctuary. It helps people and pets.
In addition to the change in demeanor, Huckabee says the parrots give the veterans the freedom to be themselves.
They have the intelligence level of a 6-year-old child, so instinctively they tune into their humans and understand if they're having issues or if they're having a bad day or if they're having a good day.
If you know a veteran that can benefit from the program, you can contact Birds of Paradise or go to our website, mysuncoast.com, and click on links we've mentioned. Bo Beth Yates, ABC7, your Suncoast News. Hello.
Straight ahead, the official Suncoast forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Plus, a World War II weapon is detonated after construction workers make an unusual find off the coast of Florida. And lawsuits against 2 tobacco companies that the state says refuses to finish its landmark settlement.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the blingiest of them all? You are, with Spectralite diamonds, all gorgeous and affordable. Only found at Creative Gems, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View. I'm Stephanie Roberts on Suncoast View. California Pizza Kitchen teaches us how to toss dough like a pro, plus Oslo Rep's new political play and Gold Rush Barbecue. Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you weeknights at 5.
Are you paying too much for your cable or satellite TV? The U.S. government passed a bill mandating free over-the-air digital transmission of all broadcast network television channels. That means with the new TV Freeway digital antenna, you can get free HD programming from your favorite broadcast networks 24/7 without a bill. You just plug it into the back of your TV and start watching all of your favorite broadcast programs for free. There are no contracts to sign, no hidden fees, and no monthly fees. Just free HD broadcast TV. Take it with you anywhere. Call or go online now to get your TV Freeway stick for the incredibly low price of only $14.99. But wait, call or click now and you can get a second TV Freeway stick for a second TV. Just pay a separate fee, but you have to order right now.
Call 1-800-809-5196 to get your TV Freeway. Call now or go to tvfreeway.com. So call 1-800-809-5196. This offer's not in any store. Call now.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
It may be January, but we live in Florida. So head outdoors for seafood and music at the second annual Sarasota Seafood and Music Festival, happening Saturday and Sunday, January 21st and 22nd from 10 to 6 p.m. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs, while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends at the Sarasota Seafood and Music Festival, January 21st and 22nd. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com.
Don't hate me because I'm blingable. Get your bling on with affordable Spectralite diamonds exclusively at Created Gems in Gold and Silver, where you always get big bling for little ching.
Now, the Polo Grill in Lakewood Ranch, the scene of a fundraiser for the Care to Try organization. The group promotes the inclusion of those with disabilities in triathlons. Able-bodied athletes push, pull, and float them during the race. One mother said it's the one chance for her daughter to play. Here's the organization's director.
A lot of these participants have never been in a race before, and this gives them the opportunity to do something they wouldn't be able to by themselves.
The fundraiser included a silent auction of a variety of items and volunteer bartenders helping raise cash as well. Really an amazing concept. These great athletes will have carts and rafts to push and pull and float the folks in the triathlon.
It's a pretty good idea. Absolutely. A good organization there helping out. Yeah, as we heard just heard. I know that I'll be participating in a big event outdoors this weekend. Hopefully the weather cooperates. Yes. Sarasota Defensive Animals will be having their croquet match, a soiree, if you will, from noon until 5 on Saturday. And that's going to be a lot of fun at the Philadelphia Estates. Van Wezel webcam showing lots of sunshine this afternoon. Some high cirrus clouds composed of ice crystals making their way from the west to the east, providing us with this unbelievable sunset you see right there. Look at all those gorgeous colors. You can't make this up. This looks like it was Photoshopped, but it's coming right from our cameras there for the Van Wezel webcam. And get a look at the pictures that were sent in. Norm getting this one here, looking out with the west. You see what a beautiful shot that is. And appreciate that, Norm. And then another one from another guy who contributes quite a bit, Damon Powers. He also shot this from the Selby Gardens. And this one comes from Anna Maria from the City Pier. John showing this one. We got a lot of photos sent in, obviously, tonight because of the great clouds and nice colors. And Fred Seeger getting this one from Turtle Beach. Well, we had this effect known as the, again, chaff as a result of some military exercises going on in the Gulf of Mexico. You can see that quite clearly. This is not rainfall. It looked like it was rain there near Inglewood and Venice and places south near Northport, but it's not. No rain around, and we're looking at high pressure dominating the weather right now, and that will stay with us. Now, there are some showers well to the west of us associated with an area of low pressure, which is going to miss us for the most part. It's going to get close to north central Florida, where it eventually will kind of fade away. You'll see that in the forecast in a minute. 61 degrees right now. Dew point and temperature actually getting close to one another under clear skies and calm conditions does cause fog, and we'll see that a little bit more prevalent, I think, tomorrow morning, especially inland areas. The high today, 77. Low this morning was 56. Both those numbers running well above the average. And it looks like that'll stay with us, too, right through Sunday. And then things will start to cool back down to more seasonal temperatures beginning on Monday. No rainfall to report. We could use a little bit of rain. We're going to get some, too. I think a pretty good chance that everyone getting some rain, at least Sunday late into early Monday. Now, temperature 63 in Tallahassee. It's 69 in Orlando, 72 in Miami, 70 in Key West. The forecast tomorrow looks pretty good. We'll start out with some fog and then just partly cloudy skies throughout the day. High temperatures still above average in the upper 70s, and it looks as though those above average temperatures, mid to upper 70s, are expected right through Sunday. Now, nationally, what's going on? We are looking at generally quiet conditions finally across the central U.S. That's soon to change, though, as this storm system eventually works its way into the central United States over the next couple of days. And over the Northeast, that storm that was around yesterday has since exited. Lots of weather out west. That's the way it's been most of the winter now. And heavy rainfall from Seattle through Portland all the way down into San Francisco, even Los Angeles. Some moderate to heavy rainfall occurring there with many watches and warnings out. Temperature Boston 33 and Philadelphia 45. The nation's capital warm 48. 25 in Salt Lake City, 33 in Denver, and 53 now in Dallas, and 57 degrees in Houston. Well, the Futurecast calling for nice weather tomorrow. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds. And then here comes the system kind of fading away. A few showers are expected over the northern portion of the state, but not much for us. Maybe just a little increase in cloudiness on Friday evening. And then for Saturday, it looks good. So things are looking good for all outdoor activities on Saturday. Sunday, things change a bit. Mostly smooth out there in the bays and inland waters. Seas will run less than 2 feet, really, and the water temperature still pretty warm at this time at 67 degrees. Tides upcoming. Low tide will be at 12:17 a.m. and then a high tide at 5:15. Again, there we see it a different night at nighttime. The forecast tonight, mostly fair, some fog late, and 58 for your low. And then tomorrow, look for the fog to be around in the morning a little bit, then 78 for high. Partly cloudy skies throughout much of the day. Temperature staying warm, 60% chance for late day showers on Sunday, and storms could be strong on Sunday night, Monday morning. And then it turns breezy and cool, but just for a couple of days, Ray?
All right, thank you, Bob. Attorney General Pam Bondi says 2 tobacco companies owe Florida tens of millions of dollars. Bondi's office filed a lawsuit today against ITG Brands and R.J. Reynolds, saying that the state is still owed $45 million from that landmark 1997 settlement. That was when it was found the company's unlawful marketing and sales of cigarettes led to higher health care expenses from smoking. An old World War II torpedo that was discovered in Vero Beach this week was taken offshore and detonated today. Construction crews made the explosive discovery on Monday. Back during the war, the U.S. called that weapon the Tiny Tim rocket. The Indian River County Sheriff's Office says the area was once used as a training ground for the Navy.
We were looking for a little bit bigger boom, but I'm glad the boom was out there and not down, in front of the house here.
Well, it's an amazing thing that it's been around since World War II, and it's just being found now. Frightening.
Officials say the Tiny Tim has been there for at least 75 years. During his final week in office, President Obama is on the defense about his decision to commute a sentence for one of the most controversial military prisoners. Elizabeth Herr has more on today's final press conference.
Before taking questions, first a message for former President George H.W. Bush and Barbara Bush, both in the hospital.
We want to send our prayers and our love to them.
Then President Obama got down to business.
First of all, let's be clear. Chelsea Manning has served a tough prison sentence.
The president calling his decision appropriate, responding to Republicans slamming him for commuting the 35-year sentence of Manning, the former Army intelligence officer convicted of giving U.S. secrets to WikiLeaks.
I feel very comfortable that justice has been served.
The questions then moved on to Russia and the growing tension surrounding the transfer of power, with at least 60 Democrats now boycotting the inauguration.
I'm not going to comment on those issues. All I know is I'm going to be there. So is Michelle.
Obama is leaving office on a high note. A new ABC News Washington Post poll shows 60% of Americans approve of Obama's job performance. And on this day, he had this parting message to the nation.
I think we're going to be okay. We just have to fight for it. We have to work for it and not take it for granted. And I know that you will help us do that. Thank you very much, Press Corps. Good luck.
And in what many are calling a not-so-subtle shot at his successor, Donald Trump, President Obama told reporters to continue to ask tough questions and push those in power to get to the bottom of stories. Elizabeth Herr, ABC News, New York.
Former President George H.W. Bush and his wife Barbara will remain hospitalized overnight in Houston. Doctors say Mr. Bush was suffering from complications from pneumonia. He was first admitted over the weekend. They say tonight the 92-year-old is conscious and engaged. Mrs. Bush was hospitalized as a precaution after experiencing fatigue and coughing. Doctors say she has bronchitis, and they're encouraged about her situation. Up next, sports, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's what's happening. Just let it wash over you.
The head of the EPA doesn't believe in global warming. Trump wants to get rid of the EPA and replace the environment with something terrific.
From meeting curious lemurs to feeding big cats and hosing down rhinos, there's never a dull moment. And sometimes these amazing animals chime in.
Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC7.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
So get the new year off to a great start with safety and peace of mind. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru had the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $209 a month, or get 0% financing with complimentary maintenance included. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
I am an originalist.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s. Don't miss the Luxury by the Bay event, Saturday, January 21st from noon till 4 p.m. at Harbor Isle. Water ski show, luxury cars, wine tasting, model home tours, and more.
Now, sports.
Hard to believe baseball resumes in 5 weeks with spring training. The Baltimore Orioles will take on the Pittsburgh Pirates at McKechnie Field in Bradenton on Saturday, February 25th at 1:05. Tickets for that game are on sale now. Individual tickets for all 17 of the Orioles spring training games at Ed Smith go on sale Saturday, January 21st, 10 a.m. And be forewarned, there is always a line when the box office opens. Oh, the Pirates signed a former Sarasota Sailor to a minor league contract. First baseman outfielder Joey Turdasevich will be invited to spring training in Bradenton. The 28-year-old spent last season in the Orioles organization. He was originally chosen by Atlanta in 2010 and won Minor League Player of the Year the following year in 2011. 3 new names for the Baseball Hall of Fame and 2 former legends remain on the outside looking in. Jeff Bagwell, Tim Raines, Ivan Rodriguez have been selected, but steroid-tainted stars Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens were passed over for the 5th straight year. However, the baseball writers may be softening. Bonds and Clemens received more votes this time and could be selected in the future. On to college basketball. 15th ranked Notre Dame in Tallahassee to take on 10th ranked Florida State. Second half, FSU's Jonathan Isaac buries a three-pointer to build a lead for the Seminoles. Later on, Notre Dame going for 3, but it's blocked by Isaac. Rex Pfluger puts it in, though. With 10 seconds left in regulation, Florida State up by 3, and despite a mad scramble, Florida State hangs on to win. Final score, 83-80, Florida State. The Noles now in the 3-way tie atop the Atlantic Coast Conference. Florida Gators on the road tonight, taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. Florida's Devon Walker drives the baseline and takes it home. South Carolina going on a run of its own in the second half. But the Gators come back and keep the game close. Gators' Chris Chiozza cut to the basket for the lay-in. But South Carolina's P.J. Dozier drives to the lane with a minute 30 left in the game, finishing the layup and sealing the game. Final score 57-53, South Carolina over the Florida Gators. It has been a disappointing day for American men at the Australian Open today. The highest seeded U.S. player in the men's draw, John Isner, wasted a 2-0 lead and lost in the second round to Misha Zverev of Germany. You might recognize that name. Zverev won last year's Sarasota Open. Also losing today in the second round, American Stevie Johnson, Noah Rubin, and Ryan Harrison. Of course, Ryan Harrison trains at IMG in Bradenton. That's sports. Up next, you've heard of guard dogs. Up next, a guard cat. Stay with us.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Why the FDA is not thrilled about a new milk fad. Details in Health Smart.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you. Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
You love your couch and want to protect it from spills, food, and scratching, shedding pets. Introducing Couch Coat, the reversible, washable quilted cover that protects your couch. Shield against spills, wow, stop stains, and dirty pet paws and sharp claws. Plus, it's reversible with 2 stylish colors. Guaranteed to fit any couch up to 92 inches or your money back. It even has covers to protect armrests. Machine washable too.
My grandkids destroy everything, but with Couch Coat, my couch is always protected, looking as good as it did the day I bought it.
Get your Couch Coat for just $19.99, and it's reversible in brown and cream, like 2 couch coats for the price of 1. Order right now, and you can double your offer. Get a second Couch Coat. Just pay a separate fee. Order right now.
Call 1-800-943-0710 to get your couch coat. Call now or go to couchcoat.com. So call 1-800-943-0710. That's 1-800-943-0710. Call now.
Start the year off with a great deal during the Start Something New event going on now at Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers. Take home a new Jeep Cherokee for as little as $18,999. Or stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Renegade for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Look at this video. It's not just dogs that are territorial. A cat in Colorado is the same way. When a bobcat comes to the door, the brave cat pounces into action, hissing and swatting behind the glass.
Yeah.
It even follows the bobcat as it moves to a different window.
The Bobcat does not seem to be
No.
too frightened.
I wouldn't like to have a bobcat outside my window.
Yeah, the Bobcat is just kind of, forget about it. You're not messing with me.
Not concerned.
No, not at all. We are going to look at some nice weather tomorrow. It should be another nice day for the area beaches. And 7-day forecast is calling for a good chance of much needed rain. It looks like it comes mainly after most of the weekend is over. So we are looking at a good chance for showers and storms late Sunday.
Big change after that, it looks like.
Yeah, a little cooler.
All right, have a nice night, folks. We'll see you tomorrow.